Hi. Hi, everyone. How's it going? It's Pooh time, my fellas.
I need to sign. Hold on.
Yes.
Pooh time.
It's Pooh time.
It's Pooh time! Hold on. Solo layout.
Oh.
It's Pooh time.
Oh, shoot.
Cam.
Wait.
Cam.
I got it. We're good.
Yay, my boy. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. We are doing a live discussion for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. And not just because, not just the second one, we're going to be talking about the first one, just because there's a lot to talk about with both of these movies. And I don't think I've really said a whole lot besides this one short that I posted almost a year ago, saying that it's an abomination. We already have a viewer in here. Just finished watching it. Nice. The greatest movie of all time. It is the movie of all time. I do agree.
It sure came out.
It is the movie of all time.
It is the best plot twist of 2024, that's for sure.
Actually,
Yeah.
Actually, like one of the most surprising things I've seen all year.
The fact that it wasn't awful is like it's a good thing in itself.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. But yeah, so welcome, Gavin, Cam, and Jason. I believe all three of you guys are new faces to my channel, at least. I don't know.
I know for sure it is for me.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all have been on here, but they're no strangers to me. They're awesome guys. We've talked a lot through our friend Luke's channel, of course, and then Jason. I was on his channel for a
tournament.
Yeah, the movie tournament
earlier
this month. So yeah, that was awesome. But anyways, guys, what did you think of the first Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey?
I'll start. I am kind of in a weird spot with the film. I saw it first time and I hated it. I thought it was atrocious. I hated it. And then I watched it a second time with my grandma and I was like, okay, yeah, it's awful. Don't get me wrong, it's an awful film. But I can have a good time with it. Like if I turn it on and I'm laughing at it, like I'll have a pretty good time. And that's pretty much where I am. Like I give it like a 2 out of 10. The 2 points are really just because of the funny factor of it, because I think it's just funny to watch. But yeah, I mean, it's not good.
It's 2 for Pooh. Already know. Yep. Anyway, we got Josh in here. What's up, Josh?
Hey,
what's up?
So, Jared,
Cam, what do you think of the first one, Cam?
Okay, I think it's unwatchable garbage. I think it's one of the worst movies I've ever watched, and I would actually give it a 0. So yeah.
Wow.
I didn't have high hopes for the second one, so like I was very surprised.
That is fair, because honestly, I would give it an F, but I can watch it like on repeat.
I think I'd give it a Z personally.
Z. All right, yeah. I mean,
you've seen Madam Web 6 times, so
seven times.
Seven.
I'd give it a web out of 10. You know.
A web out of 10.
Jason, what'd you think of the first one?
Wait. I just want to post the. All right.
Okay.
Because I wanted to post the link of like on my community post.
Okay,
right, so the first one, I think maybe I'm the only human being on this planet that actually doesn't hate the first one. All right, I didn't love it. All right, it's just there's something. So when I went to watch this movie, I had already the idea of this is not a serious movie. Don't take it serious. Go and just laugh about it, have fun. You know, and that's the thing. Like go and have fun. You know, don't try to think. This is, I don't know. Don't try to think that Martin Scorsese would love this shit. All right, like just go like, silliness at its total best. And that's why like when I went to this movie, I was like, so the first like 10 minutes of the movie, I'm like, whoa, why is everybody hating so badly in this movie? Because there's actually the first 10 minutes are so great that actually that is the worst thing of the movie, because it gives me hopes that the movie is gonna be like that. And then I'm like, oh shit, no, it's really not like that. But honestly, aside of the 10 first minutes that I think it's really like a good thing they did, the rest of the movie just feels like you know, very generic, even like bad. But I had fun with that. Like, you know, like I enjoyed it. Like I would lie to you guys if I said like I really had a hard time. No, like because you know, like when you were a kid, you were like, oh, what if like Winnie the Pooh or Mickey Mouse, you know, like those creepy pasta things, like, oh, what if they start to kill people? So that's why I'm like, oh my god, this is actually happening. So that's the thing. I'm like, bro, this is actually really cool. The concept of having and then the mask is garbage. I'm not gonna lie about it. The mask is completely garbage. Like so many things are really garbage in this movie, but just the fact of having that fantasy, realizing like, and you're seeing it, you're like, okay, you know what? Like that's why I actually enjoy the movie. It's not even in my top 10 worst movies of the year. It's actually my 11th. So it actually skipped the top 10 worst movies of 2023. So that's why for me, I'm still gonna give it, I don't know, a 4 or something like that. But it was still enjoyable. It was still like I had a fun time. I didn't rewatch the movie because there's nothing to rewatch, to be honest. But like like honestly, the fun aspect of the movie was there, and I wasn't bored, and that's actually good. I wasn't bored neither in that movie. I was just like, okay, there's some kills. It's very generic. Like I think we could have wrote that to be without disrespecting nobody. Like like it's very generic, very nothing new, but it's just like it was fun. Like but I went with that mentality, like just have fun. Don't try to think. Don't try to spot everything. Like it's gonna be very imperfect. Like I don't even know if the actors are like full actors or just like newcomers. Like that's I don't even know about that. So.
Well, I came to figure this out today. My friend Jamie messaged me. He figured out that Natasha Tosini, which we'll talk about her later as well. She is apparently in OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans. That's what I heard. Yeah, they have like an OnlyFans.
Hey,
Toby!
What's up, Toby?
Have the stream on mute, just here to support. Thank you, dude.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, we're not spoiling just yet, even though you can't hear us. But yeah,
I do want to quickly comment on something like Jason said with his thoughts about like the movie having a really cool concept, and that's true. Like especially with like the creepypasta aspect of it, and like the concept being cool and like something that I wanted to see. I feel like the payoff for that concept was what we got with the second one. Especially because we had a lot more of the Pooh characters in it. So
yeah, it was certainly a lot better in that case of we're getting a lot more like Winnie the Pooh stuff, and I don't know if it's just because they don't have lines like "oh bother" in the the public domain quite yet. By the time of making this first one, but like second one. By the time at this point, like they added a lot more stuff that makes it like Winnie the Pooh, but still, we'll talk about it. But we don't. I'm not exactly sure if it's entirely what we need from a Winnie the Pooh horror movie, even though it's it's a slasher, and I respect that as a slasher. But yeah, but yeah, I personally, the first one, I think is an abysmal movie. It was my number 1 least favorite movie of the year for a while, but I came around on it, and it's kind of enjoyable for every bad reason in the book. Never mind, I can't support. I just realized what time it is.
Wait. Like probably it's like probably like 3 a.m. for him. So yeah, go to sleep. Man.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, go to sleep, man.
Yeah, you got a long day tomorrow with Easter, I bet. So yeah, so happy Easter. Toby, because it's day for him. So, anyway, yeah, this first movie is like, it's just guilty pleasure. It's technically speaking like a 1 out of 10. It's like a kind of a low effort kind of movie, but not a low effort. It's a low budget. You can't really do a whole lot with a low budget, even though they claim that the Winnie the Pooh and Piglet costumes cost like $5,000 each or something like that, and it's just a mask. But yeah, whatever. 4:18 a.m.
Oh my gosh, Toby. Bro does not sleep.
The legend. Anyway,
thank you so much for being here, Toby.
Thank you so much.
Toby.
See you next week, Toby.
Yeah, see you, man. Hold on, I need to.
That's for our podcast. I told him next week.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, the first one, not great technically, but enjoyable to say the least, for all of the wrong reasons. And then we get to the main topic of the stream today, the second one. And the second one, I think we can all say was a huge improvement.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's an understatement to say the least.
It's in every single way, it's a better movie.
But I have a question, like, because I've seen online that is this like a huge leap or just because I feel like some people are saying it's it's like the one. This is 1 and 2 is like, I don't know, like miles away. I'm not sure about that. Like, I mean, I think it is a huge improvement from the first one, but I don't know if it's like that. I don't know. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, what you guys would think is the improvement?
I think quality-wise, it's at least an 11.
Okay.
Statement.
Okay. I'd second that.
Yeah.
I'd say like an 8.
Entertainment-wise,
I'd say like an 8 improvement.
Yeah. I'd say
that's
overall,
like,
I'd say
probably
overall,
7, 8.
Yeah.
Probably a 7, 8 too.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically speaking a huge improvement because
That's for sure.
like a half a star movie to a 3-star movie. It's like
Mhm.
technically speaking, in like every single way, this movie is 1,000 times better than this first movie.
I think even just as a slasher movie, it just does the slasher genre better.
Yeah, way
Yeah,
better.
it for sure.
Which slashers mean a lot to me because that's my favorite horror subgenre. So any slasher I'll take.
And I mean, if you're there for the slashing,
You get it.
yeah, you
This
get
movie
it.
has some carnage candy to it, and you gotta love it.
Yeah.
Because I will say, my favorite part about this new film is my least favorite part about the first movie is they have Winnie the Pooh and Piglet being serial killers, and they take it so like straightforward. The second one goes like bonkers and goes insanely buck wild. That I was just in it. They were making fun of it. They knew what they had and they worked with it, and that was what really was the biggest selling point for me with this new one, was that they really do. It really does seem like they know what they have, and they're gonna keep improving on it. And I think this showed that this could totally be something because like Jason said, it's very reminiscent of those creepy pastas, and I think this one really does encapsulate that well. And I think, I mean, we've all seen the Bambi thing, the first like Bambi clip ahead of Winnie the Pooh, and I think that one actually looks pretty decent. I think the CGI on Bambi looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, except it kind of looks like a moose.
Yeah.
I was about to.
Hunter's in here.
Yeah,
actually, though.
Honestly, had a fantastic time with this movie. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
Like, I mean, again, I don't think it's a good, amazing movie, but it's just fun time, man. Like,
absolutely.
And that's why, like, in my review, I was like, like, you have to take it like that, like as a fun movie. Like, if you're gonna take it like really as a critical movie, you're gonna find so many things that for sure it's not gonna be there. And I think the intention of these next movies that we're gonna have, it's not that. I will be so surprised if like really like there's one movie everybody will say like, oh, it's cinematically beautiful and things like that. We'll be like, whoa, okay, that's cool.
Well, that's gonna be Poohniverse, obviously.
Yeah, and speaking of Bambi looks fun. Monsters Assemble is the one I'm excited about. Hell yeah. I'm actually really excited about Pinocchio because
me too. Oh my god, like at the ending, like that Pinocchio looks so creepy, man.
And what they said, I don't think we can say it. What Pinocchio does. I mean, you guys probably know what I'm talking about on YouTube. I don't know if we can say it, but apparently Pinocchio does something with some skin in the movie to look human. And hearing that, I was like, I can't wait to see how that's executed. That's messed up. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
I'm a real boy.
Yeah.
I also want to give some like major props to the actor who did Christopher Robin in this one, because like I don't want to throw shade at the original Christopher Robin because he did all right with the material he was given, but I feel like who they picked to do Christopher Robin in this one did a really good job with it, and like I was really invested with his story and what was going on because I thought the portrayal was done really well.
Yeah, like
Scott Chambers is his name.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Chambers,
Scott Chambers delivered so well, and I think also it's thanks to this movie has finally like a cohesive story, like something really strong. Like they have a story. Like I'm not saying the first one didn't have. It's just you don't feel the story. This one, like honestly, I was so invested with Christopher Robin. Like you feel like his pain, his struggle. I was like, damn man, this movie is really they're doing it, man.
Yeah, not only did like Christopher Robin have an engaging story going, but also there was a subplot going on with Pooh's band of characters. That was cool to see even the killers get fleshed out, because there's a lot of slashers where that just doesn't happen and the killers aren't characters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think like, all right, so like for me, like this movie, like from the to anyway, you guys know what I'm going to say here. Like, there's a reveal at one point. So until that point, I thought the movie was actually really story-wise, it was really entertaining. The kills were good, especially like now, like looking at kind of a mirror effect. Like, I don't want to spoil too much, but you know, like you have Christopher Robin and you have others that kind of have a mirror effect where they're affected by things that are happening because of the first movie. I thought that was really cool. You know, I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. I will admit that the last act I didn't really, story-wise, it didn't make any sense. I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay,
I feel
fine.
like
I
the
understand
story
it
fell
shouldn't make
off.
sense. Yeah, I feel like it
Yeah.
fell off. I'm
But
just
that's
like,
what
Yeah,
okay,
I feel like the
takes away
story
from the
fell
slasher.
off so they
But that's
could
where-
deliver even more on the slasher aspect of it. So I felt like they did a trade-off. They were like, we can give you some really awesome kills in this really awesome sequence, but the story's going to take a little bit of a dive for it.
it took a big dive for me. I'm like, whoa, what the hell's going on? But I was like, okay, fine. You know, like I understand they want to do this, like this slasher stuff and everything. I'm like, well, okay, it's fine. Like, I mean, I can't just base all of my opinion just on that sequence. But I will admit, like, it's just like, oh my god, editing wise, like so many mistakes. I'm like, oof. Like, for example, like I remember I said, like, you know, there's one scene where they're in a house, and in the next one, someone goes in that house, and you can clearly see it's not the same house, not even the same set. Like, they completely changed everything. Like, what? What the hell's going on? Or like there's a character with Winnie the Pooh, and the next one, that character's not even there anymore. So yeah, some little mistakes there, but I'm like, whatever, man. It was fun. For me, it was really enjoyable.
I had a good time. For sure.
Pinocchio is going to be fun. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Person who played Christopher Robin, this one was excellent. Scott Chambers is directing Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare. Yes.
Ooh.
I forgot about that. That's exciting.
Hey,
Yep.
GM, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
What is up, dude? Electric lineup. Yeah, wish you were here, man.
Yeah, man.
First time I've been on your channel. If any of your guests on your panel this evening have YouTube channels, please state them so I can subscribe. Okay.
Oh, thank you so
Gavin?
much.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gavin?
I mean, yeah, Hunter, thanks for this. My channel is Gavin Cross Reviews. I post movie reviews all the time, most likely once a week, and it's not I'm doing rankings and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Gavin Cross Reviews is mine.
All right. Yeah, and then Cam down here, Cam Cross.
Yeah, so mine is Cam Cross Comics. It's Cam Cross Space Comics. You can probably guess by the title that I talk about comic books. Massive superhero geek, so there's a lot of Marvel stuff going on.
And the biggest Madam Web fan on the planet.
And the biggest Madam Web fan in the planet. This movie is it's my movie. It was made for me. And yeah, I'm talking about X-Men stuff right now on the channel, which is pretty fun. So yeah, if you like comics, subscribe there.
Yes, sir. And then Mr. Jason Entertainment down here.
Thank you so much, Hunter, man. Seriously. So yeah, my YouTube channel name is Jason Entertainment. I believe there's 7122 for some reason. I don't know why the numbers, but yeah, Jason Entertainment. So basically, I do like movie reviews, but also since it's an entertainment space, like I like to go a little bit beyond and talk about other stuff that I really love. Like, for example, I play a lot of football, so I talk about international sports, mostly football. I cover some anime. Actually, next week I have the Inuyasha openings that are coming, so opening ranks. So if someone has watched Inuyasha, well, that might be for you. And yeah, so yeah, really a space where I try to diversify a little bit my content with stuff that I like. So thank you, man.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, now that we have our non-spoiler thoughts out of the way, let's get on to the spoilers. So I figured with the spoilers, we just go through, talk about, the plot, like every main plot point, in its entirety. So, yeah. So from the start of the movie, you have, the opening bit. It's basically the same thing as the first movie with a little animated bit right at the beginning. You have basically the explanation of what is going on with Pooh and Christopher Robin after the events of the first film. Basically, Christopher Robin is kind of going insane. He goes to therapy and whatnot, and then becomes a big time doctor, I guess. And then Winnie the Pooh, he's gone off into the wilderness and whatnot with Piglet, which somehow Piglet's alive, which we'll figure out why later. But yeah, so Piglet and Winnie the Pooh are out in the wild, and they have to survive through a harsh winter. So then they figure, hey, let's go tag along with some of our buddies, and so we can survive. So yeah, they meet up with some of their friends, aka Owl and Tigger, and yeah, it's they tag along together and they plot to kill a bunch of people.
And the animation, I must say, it does look better in this one, I think. I think the animation it's not crazy different, but it does look a little more polished than the first film's animation, I must say. I thought it looked good. And I will say that Tigger is definitely my favorite of the bunch, at least in this film. I think he's my favorite.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, like, since we're getting into spoilers and we can talk about this, who was your favorite of the killers in this movie, and what was your favorite kill that, like, they did? For me, it's Tigger, because I thought he was awesome. And my favorite kill is not even in, like, the massacre scene towards the end of the movie. It's when the people show up to the tree that the characters are staying in, and they search Tigger's like Tigger's little like vault area, and like they can't find him, and we see like little hints of him, and then they say like something about like bouncing around, and Tigger just goes, "That's my line," and then that's like our introduction to him. Thought that was awesome.
I was waiting for the
Tigger reminded me a lot of Freddy Krueger in this one.
That's my line.
He did remind me of Freddy Krueger a lot in this one. I mean,
yeah, like 100%.
Yeah. But my favorite kill, man, I don't know if I can pick. I loved, yes, it did sacrifice on the story, but I did like the rave massacre. I thought that, like, the drill, when Pooh just picks up the drill, or when he sets the woman on fire, and then, of course, you know, the flaming chainsaw is just very cool. Mm-hmm. So I enjoyed a lot of the rave scene. I don't know if I can pick one, but yeah, the Tigger introductory kill scene was pretty awesome, I must say.
I meant your favorite kill for like that. Your favorite killer in the movie. Your favorite kill that they did.
Oh, killer they did. Okay. Favorite killer. I mean, yeah, Tigger, obviously. Favorite kill from Tigger was the fluorescent bitch.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Fluorescent bitch.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That's what reminded me of Freddy Krueger, was the way he spoke a lot.
Yeah. So, anyways, next up in the plot, it cuts to some girls that are camping out in a little camper out in the swamp, right? In 100-acre woods, not 1,000-acre woods. Anyway, yeah, they're camping out in 100-acre woods, and they get basically swatted by Pooh and the crew.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Pooh basically just like tears down the freaking camper, and then, you know, Piglet's there messing around with them. I don't think Tigger was here.
No, Tigger wasn't here yet.
Tigger comes really late. Yeah, later on.
Yeah, and I mean, he had like the one scene, but he doesn't really come in until later on. But yeah,
I believe it was just Pooh and Owl.
Pooh and Owl. Okay, I remember seeing Piglet there,
yeah.
though. I do remember seeing Piglet there because he was like chasing down the one chick. But yeah. So so they were carrying around like the bear trap or whatnot, and so they end up like burning the camper, and there's one of the chicks in there is alive still. So then she crawls out and gets into this like mud pool and whatnot, and then while one of the girls is running away, she gets into a bear trap, and then Pooh and Piglet go and attack her. Owl's like watching and everything. She's like flying high in the sky and whatnot, being chill like a villain, you know, chilling like a villain. You know, he's just like, high up in the sky, you know. I'm steering clear of this and just making sure nothing bad happens. And so basically he watches this one girl like screaming her head off in this pool, lands down and just like, all right, you're dead, bitch. And just just knocks her out. Anyway, yeah, this scene, pretty gnarly. It's pretty gnarly, but it gets more gnarly from there.
Loved the bear trap kill. That was something I didn't know I needed to see, but it was great. Oh, yeah, but Jason, who was your favorite killer in it?
Me? It was Pooh, and my favorite.
Okay, fair.
I mean, I love Tigger. It's just like Pooh. It's just, man, that mask changes everything. Like now, seeing like really like something great with makeup and stuff like that. Pooh looks amazing.
Mm-hmm. Seeing
And
him
my
like
favorite
express
kill
stuff.
is the baseball one. Like that was insane. Like
Mhm.
like the girl is running. I'm like, okay, then she's she's screwed. And then he throws the bear trap. Boom! I'm like, oh my god, I couldn't believe. I'm like, whoa, this one. We were like maybe 10 people in my theater because it was like 10 p.m. and it's a Wednesday, so nobody is crazy enough to go to movie theater at 10 p.m. I
Yep.
just couldn't find it here. We have it only for 3 days, so now it's not even available anymore. So the 10 of us, I will never forget that we were all like, oh my god, like the 10 of us shouted, oh my god, because we didn't see that coming. Like honestly, I didn't know what he was going to do. We all thought she was safe or she would be killed after, but immediately there, I'm like, whoa, like it took me by
Yeah.
surprise. I'm like, whoa. So yeah, that was my favorite kill.
And
Definitely.
also, I will mention with these killers, huge inspirations for all of them. I mean, Winnie the Pooh, obviously, he's very much like Michael Myers.
Yeah.
He's
Silent
Michael and
guy.
Jason. I mean, he seems like
Yeah.
a mix.
Yeah, he's like very much like the Jason Michael kind of
Yeah.
guy, and it's kind of funny. I'm wearing a Jason Michael Freddy shirt, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. So he's kind of just like the Jason and Michael kind of character, just like stalking around, the quiet guy. Piglet, he's a lot like Leatherface. I mean,
Mhm.
Except Piglet didn't really get to do anything in this movie.
Yeah, man.
They killed him again.
Shotgun easily.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get to that, but yeah. Anyway, and then Tigger is very much like Freddy Krueger, and then for Owl, he kind of seemed like a mix of like Pinhead from Hellraiser as well as the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers, which
I actually said that to Gav after the movie. I was like, yeah, Owl was kind of like the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers.
I love Jeepers Creepers and Hellraiser, so it's like that's a treat right there.
What about Jeepers Creepers Reborn?
Yeah, what?
That's the only one I've seen, and I hate it so much. But I think it's one where I can just laugh at because I think it's like just what I'm witnessing on screen is so abysmal. I can't help but laugh.
Okay, be glad that you watched that without the context of knowing how good like at least the first one is, because it's just they all decline in quality somehow because Reborn makes 3 look like freaking Citizen Kane.
So basically, there's only one Jeepers Creepers movie, is what you're saying.
2 is all right. 2's all right. You can watch 2. It's just they kind of screw up with the continuity a lot with 2.
Of course they do.
Yeah, because apparently you can have The Shining in the second one. So, yeah.
Huh. All right.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, very much very very inspired characters for at least the villains. So after this whole massacre in the woods, we get introduced to Christopher Robin, what he's been up to. He's in therapy, and basically he has a foggy memory of what happens in his childhood because he's trying to remember like what all was going on with Winnie the Pooh when he was younger, because he was friends with Pooh and the crew. But we'll get to more of that later. Anyways, yeah, so he's in therapy. He's like very foggy on what happens with Pooh. So yeah. And then after that, we get to these hunters that are hiding out in the woods. This is probably my favorite little sequence here because it's had me like screaming like, "Oh, this is crazy!" Like shit like that. Like, okay, basically, these hunters are out in the woods and are like, these dirtbags are gonna get what they're paying for because they attacked my girlfriend. He's like one of them was like the boyfriend of one of the girls that gets killed in the first one. And then so they're hunting them down, and then cuts to Pooh and Owl and Piglet. They're all hiding in this like little treehouse thing, and they're plotting up what's going on. And then it cuts back to the hunters. They're still hunting them down. They see Owl, and they're like, "Oh shit, we got to do something about this, right?" They see Owl flying around, and then they're like looking around for him because they thought they heard something. And Piglet pops out, and one of the hunters is just holding them at gunpoint because they got shotguns and whatnot. They're like holding them at gunpoint. Don't freaking move and whatnot. And so, of course, Piglet moves, and motherfucker's head gets blown off. And I was like, oh shit, that's rad, dude. That
And
is
then bam, he's out for the rest of the movie.
Yep.
The
Yeah,
Piglet
honestly, I didn't see that
disrespect is
coming.
crazy.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't see that coming
Yeah.
at all. I'm like, whoa, the fact that they can die. That's why I'm like, okay, maybe Al could die, maybe Tigger, like at one point. Especially Al, because we see Al a lot. So I was like, whoa, okay, all right. Movie, you got me. You got me the surprise effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing that made me laugh though about it afterwards though is I was telling my friend like the next day because he watched the first one and he was like, "Man, I hate freaking Piglet so much." And I was like, "You want me to tell you what happens in the movie? First 20 minutes, head gets blown off." He's like, "Hell yeah, I hate that guy." Anyway, yeah, so Piglet's head gets blown off, and then Owl descends on these hunters, and one of them gets stuck in a bear trap, and so the other guys are like trying to figure out where he's at. One of them gets picked up by Owl, the other gets taken out by Pooh, and the other guy I think just gets like basically left for dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah.
So then cut back, or actually, just like quick thoughts on that scene because I think that's probably like my favorite scene besides the.
It
was fun.
seems awesome. I mean,
Yeah, it's.
I like when Pooh just pops up out of nowhere after Piglet dies. Like, Pooh's a good friend, it seems. Just don't cross him.
Pooh's a great friend. Yeah.
And then they grabbed Pooh, or then they just grabbed Piglet and they just dragged him like it's happened before. I mean, it has happened
It
before.
has.
They killed him in the first one.
Yeah.
But
That
I
makes me
enjoyed
wonder,
the scene.
like, after, like, the first movie, did, like... Because I know we saw in, like, the drawings that Pooh and Piglet went searching, but, like, do you think since they, like, can regenerate, we find out later in the movie that, like, Pooh ate some of Piglet to, like, survive?
Yeah, probably. We can probably assume that. And then they just regenerate each other and, whatnot. But, yeah. So, after this, we get back to Mr. Christopher Robin. He's working in the hospital. And then this hunter, one of the hunters comes back in, and he's got face wrap all over his face and whatnot. You can't really see who it is. But he's like, oh, shit, that's one of my friends. So then, he's going to take care of the dude. And so... Then, because apparently he's stirring up a bunch of controversy at the hospital because he's working there and he apparently killed a bunch of people, he gets laid off. Even though he started working there after he apparently killed these people, but whatever. So basically, then after that, he goes and talks to his little hunter friend that got attacked. And this dude like can't really talk at all because his head's wrapped and whatnot. And so Christopher Robin asks like, who attacked you? And so he unwraps himself and his face is all fucked up and he's like, you were right. That was like one of the creepiest scenes in the movie. It's just like, oh shit, yeah. That's pretty effective, honestly. And then we get introduced to Christopher Robin's like family and like his girlfriend and whatnot. Kind of girlfriend. I don't really know what that was.
Yeah,
They never made it clear.
It was a friend girl, dude. It was a friend girl.
Friends.
Yeah, friend girl. Yep, friend girl. Basically, friend girl is about to babysit this one kid, and then
which has Freddy Krueger, by the way.
He's Freddy Krueger and yeah. I don't think he understood the final result of Freddy versus Jason, but yeah. So basically then we get introduced to Christopher Robin's family. And you got mom, dad, and then little sister who is like she has like a toy that used to belong to Christopher Robin's little brother twin brother. So, Gavin and Cam,
Yeah, so I'm actually Christopher Robin, and Gav's the other one.
Is it Billy? Is the brother's name?
Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
Billy. William.
I will say, speaking on the family, Christopher Robin and his sister, she says Bunny, right? She wants to be called Bunny in the movie.
Bunny, I think her name was like Ellie or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, they have a really good dynamic, I think. they have. I think they in the first
The
scene I was
actors
convinced
had really
this
good
feels like
chemistry.
this feels like a real family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
was a good
like you can definitely tell, like just like the whole family in general felt like a real family. They felt very close.
Yeah.
Knit. And so like basically Christopher Robin's like telling her, like that's that's Billy's toy. I don't know if Billy would want you to have that. And he's like, and then he comes to realization, like, you know what? Hey, Billy would love you to have that. I bet he'd love you to have that, And she's like, yeah, I'll keep it. And then he goes to therapy again, and then he unlocks his hidden memory about what happens to Billy. So it's like their birthday and whatnot, and something happens. They're all running around, and then little Billy's running off in the middle of nowhere. I'm guessing the 100-acre woods. I don't freaking know. And gets abducted by some random dude. Right?
It's legit just the FNAF movie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And Christopher Robin used dream theory too.
Yes, but Scott Chambers did say that part of what was going on with that whole subplot was very inspired by the Black Phone, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
Which makes
good inspiration to have, though.
Yeah.
And so so it's like they're very much inspired by those movies, and so basically he gets abducted and whatnot, and then he sees so actually that he unlocks the memory. I think it was before he goes to see his hunter friend in the hospital, because that's when he sees the dude that looks like the dude in the dream.
Yeah, it was before.
Yeah.
So,
and also he got fired. Remember, before that he got fired.
Yeah, he got fired.
Yeah.
So
he got fired
so he sees the dude in the hospital, right? And so that's when he says in the therapy and whatnot, that's like, I remember this guy. It's like I need to figure out who this guy is. And so he goes and finds this dude, and watches where he goes and whatnot. And then he follows him to this apartment building, and he
follows him home, threatens him with a knife. Bro.
Yeah, so threatens him with a knife and whatnot. And then so he's basically interrogating the dude. And he tells him he abducted he did indeed induct Billy. Abduct Billy, not induct. What the hell? Abduct Billy. And he took him to some guy who was experimenting on little kids, which one, child trafficking. Two, why are you? I mean, I get if you're experimenting on kids and all, but why are you experimenting on little kids and alive kids, not dead kids?
Yep, that was
Which I will say, I really like the twist of this movie. I really like it. I think it adds an extra disturbing horror element to this franchise, and I think it makes Pooh and Christopher Robin's connection a lot more important to this universe.
Makes
Wait,
sense.
I'm just realizing they just did the Halloween 2 twist on us.
Basically, pretty much.
Basically, it's very much inspired by that. You can tell.
The only thing I wasn't so sure, because that's what I was trying to remember with my friend. I don't know if probably it's me. Probably I'm the one who's messing up the continuity. But when he was playing with Pooh, that was after his brother got abducted, right? Because
they were even saying it was he was lonely. He was lonely, and then he went out in the woods and saw Pooh and whatnot. So then they became friends and whatnot. So they were playing together and whatnot. So he's remembering all this shit about little Pooh and whatnot. And little Pooh is he's a fuckhead. He's fucked up.
But I will say I like the fact that it was very. It was his child's mind thinking it was a lot more innocent than it initially was, and he was fully expecting oh yeah, no, it was a nice little sweet moment in that real short, but he didn't realize the whole messed up angle of it until after the fact. I really dug that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That's why it's called the Twisted Childhood Universe. It's all connected.
Yep.
The only thing I don't like about that scene, where there's this guy revealing all, and with all due respect for the actor, I couldn't understand. I think he's Irish or Scot.
Yeah.
Honestly, I had a hard time to understand. First of all, there was some girls that were I don't know, man. Maybe they were drunk at this point because they were laughing for every scene, even that scene. Like there's nothing funny about that scene. He's like revealing everything. They keep laughing. I'm like, dude, like I was like, oh my god, shut the hell up. Like I want to. First of all, it's hard to understand this guy, and you keep laughing. That's even worse. But yeah, I couldn't understand him like for most of this the scenes. I'm like, what is he saying? I'm trying to understand. So I thought it was.
I also wish they took a bit of a breather with it because I felt like they just dumped so much information on us with like no setup for it. Like
So
it
It was
very
very
out of,
exposition dump.
Yeah,
for sure.
it was very out of left field because it was like, you know how like Pooh has this relationship? Well, his brother was kidnapped. There's this reason for it. Blah blah blah. Twist. Everything is not what you thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real quick here. One of the best things of this movie was having the writer of Summer of '84. I love Summer of '84. Great horror movie. If you guys haven't seen it, check it
Never
out.
watched it. Never watched it.
Me and Gav started it probably like a week and a half ago. At like 1 a.m. and we were tired and we were like, we really want to watch this and get through this, but like we're tired, but we are gonna finish it soon. So
yeah, we made it like 20-30 minutes in. I will admit, really good so far. Really
dug
good
it.
so far.
I really dug it.
Glad you guys like it because I love that movie. Yeah, Tigger's kill is very well written out.
Yeah.
Like for killing Tigger off or like his kill scenes.
No, I think he's talking about his kill scenes probably.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Night with the Devil has an official Shudder streaming date confirmed, arrives on April 19th. At this point in time, a physical media date has not been announced. I kind of figured, yeah.
I'm very excited for Late Night with the Devil. I wish I could see it in theater because now our theater finally has it. But I probably won't be able to catch it, but I will be watching it on Shudder and probably doing some sort of coverage. I don't know what. A review won't do well when it's a month after the movie came out, but I want to do some form of coverage because I think the trailer looks great.
Yeah, and I did ask David Dasmalchian sometime like last week, I want to say, or sometime this past week because I was like, in the interview craze. Because
yeah,
a bunch of people.
Let's go, Mike.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Low-key hyped for you though. Like it's so exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait, dude. But I did ask him. He hasn't responded yet, but I did ask him whenever it releases on Shudder if he would want to do an interview.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on the response, but yeah. And he says, full disclosure, just watched all of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies for the first time last year. Nice, man.
I will admit, when my friend was over one night, we were really bored, and we love horror films, and we sat down and we watched Nightmare 1, 2, 3, 4 back to back to back. 3 is my favorite of that chunk, by the way. I didn't really like any of them, though. I will admit I'm not a big fan of the Nightmare franchise. Oh, really, my favorite one of what I've seen, because I've seen the first 4. I've seen the remake, not a fan, and then I've seen Freddy vs. Jason. Freddy vs. Jason is my favorite of the bunch.
Yeah, I do like Freddy vs. Jason a lot.
Funny enough, I think I watched Halloween. Almost all the Jason and so like a lot of horror movies. Like I've watched almost all the movies. The only one I never watched any of them. It's actually Nightmare on the Elm Street. That's the only one. Aside of Jason versus Freddy, I think that's the only one I didn't see even one of them. So yeah, I really should one of these days.
Yeah, you gotta get on that, man.
Yeah,
Freddy versus Jason isn't perfect, but if I could change anything about it, I would have Kane Hodder have been Jason, so we would have got the best Jason with Freddy Krueger, and that would have been a fun mix.
I mean, technically speaking, his movies aren't the best, but Kane Hodder is like the best interpretation.
Yeah, when I think of Jason Voorhees, I think of Kane Hodder's like portrayal of him.
I think of either the remake, which they had Derek Mears.
Love the remake though. Oh my gosh, remake is so good.
Love the remake. Love the remake. That's my favorite of the series. But yeah, Kane Hodder. I mean, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like that's not like the best stretch of movies. Like those are probably like the worst speaking technically movies. They're a lot of fun though. So like, Kane Can't deny that. But Kane Hodder, he's kind of like the face of Jason. Just the fact that you didn't get him for like this big team up movie is kind of sad. And Hunter says currently tackling first supernatural ghost horror screenplay, Black Phone 1408, Get Out, What Lies Beneath, Misery, Blair Witch, and Needful Things are major influences on my screenplay.
Black Phone, I love
Very cool. Very awesome.
I need to check out Needful Things 1408.
Yeah,
and What Lies Beneath. But I love
Misery.
Blair Witch.
Is Misery the one based off the book of Stephen King by any chance?
Yeah, Stephen King.
Yes.
Yep. So Kathy Bates, James Caan.
You know, like there's this girl called Vera. She's her channel is mostly about books, and yeah, she reminded me of Misery. Like that was probably one of the first books I've started to read. It wasn't even for school, like it was for school, but not imposed. You know, like that's you know when you love a book, that's when teachers don't impose you a book to read. So I chose that, and it was so good. But I never finished it.
So I did that for like one grading period in school. It's like my English teacher when I was in like 8th grade or something like that is like read a book like every grading period or something like that, and then do a little like book report on it at the end of each quarter and whatnot.
And I still haven't seen Get Out, which is crazy.
Watch it.
That's one of the I will say, here, Black Phone, Get Out, Blair Witch. Solid movies, especially Get Out, one of my favorites. Love it.
Misery is like one of the greats too, by the way.
This is cool.
I think I'm gonna read the book first before watching the movie.
David Cronenberg. I love David Cronenberg.
I don't think I've watched any of Cronenberg's movies, but I like body horror. I think when it's done well, it's very effective. And I mean, I haven't seen like a full David Cronenberg movie, but I've seen a lot of his work, and it's incredibly impressive.
I will agree. I haven't seen any of his films. Know of The Fly, though. I know a lot of the visuals in The Fly are just phenomenal, but I haven't seen any of his films.
Yeah, Fly, great movie.
Videodrome,
that's like his peak. That's what I'd say is his peak for body horror. There is a little bit in it that they call the cancer gun, and basically what this thing does, this guy has a little gun hidden in his chest, and he pulls it out and shoots somebody, and like a big mass just like sprouts out of their heads.
Oh
yeah, it's sick.
Well, that sounds disgusting, but I kind of want to see it.
It is so gnarly.
Real quick, guys, I must say, so we all know Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey won. Its critic score is a 3%. Right now, with 26 reviews, Winnie the Pooh 2 is at a 50, so 47% increase.
A lot better. That's a lot better.
But I think 3% is really harsh, though. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
3%.
Cronenberg new movie, The Shrouds. I remember you talking about this one, Hunter, in one of Luke's streams.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, Maximiliano.
Hey, what's up, Maximiliano?
Yeah, what's up, dude? Blood and Honey 3.
They confirmed it. Yeah,
it's happening. It's happening, and I can't wait.
I will be there day one.
One thing it's interesting. It's like also like they kind of tell you why Pooh has never kind of killed, let's say, like that Christopher Robin, and probably why he won't do it for like, like there's this connection now that he will hesitate sometimes. And that's where I found it like, okay, that's kind of cool too, like to have this hesitation, which gives our protagonist like sometimes to either get out of there or maybe kill Pooh or whatever. So that's where I'm like, yeah, actually this is something that they did right. Depends what they do in Poohniverse, but for now it kind of seems right.
I feel like
I wasn't expecting a moral compass for Winnie the Pooh in this movie, but you know what?
I feel like for what they did with like the twist with should I say the twist yet, or just wait till we get to that?
Yeah, wait till we get to it. Yeah.
But with that twist, I feel like they merged the Halloween 2 twist and Jason's connection with Pamela, and they put them together and used that for the twist, which I thought worked nicely.
Yeah, for sure.
This is a crazy good concept, by the way. I want to see that.
I haven't heard of this.
That's cool.
Whoa, that's nice.
That's cool.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
That
sounds really good. That sounds really like something
Yeah, that sounds like it's gonna be some like Cronenberg.
But when is this coming? This year or next year?
I think he said it's coming this year. Hunter. I think
okay.
he said before it's coming this year.
Right.
But I want to add
Thanks,
that to
Hunter.
our-
Oh my god. The
Yeah, that
Shroud.
sounds sick, dude.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, 2024.
Oh,
I
awesome.
will see that.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm
Yeah, I might have to
pretty
check that out. That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
And I do recommend before watching that, just so you can know what Cronenberg's like, check out at least Videodrome and The Fly. Just,
Gotcha.
they're like his base movies. Like what you need to know about Cronenberg is those movies. And also his kid does movies as well. So he did Infinity Pool and Possessor.
I heard of both of them. I haven't seen either. Infinity Pool is on my watch list, though. I do want to check it out. Mia Goth, fantastic actress.
Love
Alexander Skarsgård, fantastic actor. So, yeah, I do want to check it out.
I remember I started to watch Infinity Pool, but I kind of gave up on it. My mom continued, but she was like, she didn't really like it too much. Like we both love Mia Goth, but I don't know I don't know. There was something weird about. I don't know. I didn't connect with the movie, like literally.
Movie, great cast. Yeah, Vincent Castle, Diane Kruger, Guy Pearce. That is a hella good cast right there. Getting back to the plot though, we left off. Where was it? Like the
where
it was the reveal of the
reveal of the twist.
The brother,
the
kidnapper.
Okay, so yeah, the kidnapper. They're in the apartment room, I guess, and so he's like, Christopher Robin's like, oh shit, is Pooh my brother? And he's like, and then Mr. Kidnapper guy opens a drawer, and there's a gun, and he's like, later, yo.
That shocked me. I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. Jason and Gavin, y'all there?
Gavin's walked past me, so I think he's.
I was fixing something.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think Gav's grabbing something quickly, but we can still continue.
Okay.
He's pulling up the stream for my grandma to watch.
Okay, gotcha. Anyway, so yeah. The kidnappers.
Wait, so you guys are like brothers or just brothers?
We're twin brothers.
Okay, yeah. That's why I'm like, wait, they look alike so badly. I'm like, wait, maybe they're just brothers, not twins.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
No, twin brothers. So yeah, I'm 1 minute older exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
I see. Right.
And also, I believe you two, if I remember right, looking at Snap Map, y'all live like just north of me. So not too far
I think
away.
so.
Yeah, not super far away from me. That is kind of interesting. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, the kidnapper's like, sayonara, yo, I'm out of here. Pews himself out of the movie.
Yeah.
And then right after that, so yeah, Pooh goes to the girlfriend's house. The friend acquaintance, I guess, I don't know what she was. But yeah,
the friend girl house.
Yeah,
it was really fun.
Yeah, girlfriend chick. Yeah. Basically, yeah, it cuts to the girlfriend's house. She is like, walking around with the little kid and whatnot. The little kid's like dressed up like Freddy Krueger, got the glove and Jason's machete and whatnot, the Jason mask. And you can see on the TV, he's watching the first Blood and Honey. So it's explained that the first Blood and Honey movie was basically an inside thing in this movie, that it was a bunch of just like little small time filmmakers making a movie out in the woods that was based off of events in the canon of the second movie. So it's kind of a cool little inside thing.
Except the kid wasn't watching the movie, he was watching the YouTuber 3C Films review.
Yes, that was really cool. I was like, oh yeah,
that reminded me of when Dead Meat showed up in Scream 5.
Yeah. And also, Cam, you know what time it is?
I might.
It's Pooh time.
Time.
Oh,
Yes,
It's Pooh time.
it's Pooh time. Pooh time.
You know. Yep. So yeah, that's where we get the ever famous quote. It's Pooh time. So anyway, girlfriend says, "Little kid, you're going to
Well,
bed."
hold on. We can't just move past the fact that Winnie the Pooh says it's Pooh time in the movie. He says that it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's Pooh time. Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
They better add that. They better reprint the like all Blu-ray copies of the movie, but with that part put back in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The point.
But yeah, so after that, the girlfriend's like, "All right, Mister, go to bed," and he's like, "Okay, fine." And then friend girl hears a little tippity tap 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 from outside the house, right? And she's like, "Uh-oh, what's that?" And little kid pulls up their little ring doorbell, and they see just Winnie the Pooh standing there like just standing there, and he's like, "Oh shit, no, there's some dude standing outside our house. He's probably gonna break in, hide with me under this little tent thing right here, so we can watch this fucker." So
This scene
moment-
kind of
that moment
reminded
was
me
pretty creepy.
of this scene reminded me of Halloween 2018 of Vicky's kill.
Yeah,
The setup of it. That's what it reminded me of.
I thought this
Yeah.
scene was actually like really creepy, especially because like if it was the Winnie the Pooh like mask from the first movie, this scene would have sucked. But the fact that we had a really good look for Winnie the Pooh, it made the scene like a little bit creepier.
Yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
did. So then they hide under this little tent thing, and it's kind of set up that this little kid has like this little like RC car that has like a camera mounted on it. And so he drives it down the stairs and like pulls it up to the front door and whatnot, and they see Pooh like bust in the house and just like smash the freaking RC car, and they're like, "Oh shit." So then Pooh comes up the stairs, like looks in the room, and then looks over at the tent, and it turns out the little kid and the girlfriend, they're in the room, so they just like sprint out down the stairs and whatnot, and the cops are there because they called the cops.
Oh my God, this scene was dumb though. Yeah,
it was kind of dumb. It's like it doesn't even make sense. How the hell did they get up there in time? Because I could have sworn that as soon as the camera was smashed and they cut to Pooh coming up the stairs, I don't even know how the hell they got in there without like.
Well,
running
also, I feel like as soon as the camera was smashed, Pooh was at the top of the stairs too. So like,
yeah.
No, but
there's a mini time
that's-
vortex that was open for a split second.
Yeah, I was like,
Well,
Just a little bit.
the one scene that was dumb, it's the one that's coming, like with the cops. That was dumb. Man.
yeah, that was it. Was
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
Extremely.
so, yeah, so they run outside. The cops are there. So then the cops go in and like they're investigating and whatnot. And one of them gets murked by Pooh. And they hear this cop getting killed, and it's like, okay, I don't believe you, but okay, I guess there's a killer in there because they just.
Sorry, we know you guys are like really distressed, but we can't drive you away from here because there's no proof.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, so yeah, they're like, just sitting there and whatnot. And so Christopher Robin he gets called by the girlfriend, and basically says that Pooh's out on a tangent and just like trying to kill people, and so he's like, "Oh shit, yeah, he's my brother," and you're like, "Huh?" Like, "Huh?" moment. So yeah, basically he's trying to figure out where the guy, where Pooh's at now, and then we get to the rave. We get to the rave.
My favorite scene in the movie, personally.
The rave was a banger. So anyway, yeah, we get to Pooh and Owl standing outside the rave, and so it's set up earlier at some point. I don't remember exactly where, but Christopher.
It's like
Robin
right before Christopher Robin goes to like his friend in the hospital.
Yeah, so it was like, he was. It sets up that Christopher Robin had a friend that like runs this rave and whatnot. So basically, yeah. They're at this rave that the friend works at and whatnot that they run, and Pooh and Owl are just like standing out there and they're just like, I don't remember, what did they say? Shit.
Owl said like, "Here, Winnie, you and Tigger go have some fun," or something. Oh, but you did right before this scene, like Winnie the Pooh like killed Christopher Robin's parents.
Yeah. Okay. So that is right. So yeah. Pooh like goes and attacks the house, and kills the mom because it's set up that someone keeps like leaving the knives up in the dishwasher.
I believe they said the
has
daughter.
dishwasher open. So
was
they
a
have the
foreshadowing,
dishwasher open.
right?
I was like, oh yeah, they're foreshadowing that for sure.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Like in Chucky season 1.
like exactly, yeah. I've seen Chucky. I know how this shit goes down.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So it's basically So they foreshadow this. I was like, yep, that's gonna happen.
And boy, was it gnarly.
That was gnarly. So yeah, Pooh breaks in, kills mom, kills dad, guts dad, guts.
Yeah.
Dad. Yeah. And then leaves Bunny because little sister and whatnot. Which I don't know why he didn't
we
have
never
the
knew
moral
what
compass
happened
to-
there. We never
Yeah.
knew.
I thought he took the sister.
Yeah, he like took her and like hit her some like. I feel like they forgot to address Bunny like for the last third of the movie.
But you see that's where I said
did
there
he
was-
take her though? Because then she was in custody with the cops.
Yeah, exactly. No. He never took her. That's the thing. We never saw what happened there. That's why I said like sometimes there's some missing editing or some not well made editing cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like there was a scene that was cut out.
Probably
I thought
because
that
I
Pooh
remember
was
that-
going to want to like make her like the rabbit that they talked about in the first film.
Yeah.
I thought that's what she was going like Pooh was
me
going to
too,
try and get her to be like a rabbit or something. I know that doesn't technically line up, but that's where I thought they were going with it. But they didn't do anything with it. So
because I remember like that scene. I remember that when Pooh kills like mom and dad,
yeah,
the shot of the sister looking at Pooh, and Pooh when he turns back, well, we all know that he's going to see her, and then they cut. Pooh is in Billy's his bedroom, and that's whoa, they cut this, and we never saw Bonnie again until the end where the cop is like, oh yeah, we found her, she's in custody. I'm like, what? That was kind of weird.
Yeah, it was weird, but yeah, so yeah, he leaves Bunny, and then that's when he goes to the rave, and then Christopher Robin finds them and he's upset, and that's when the girlfriend calls, and so he's going to the rave. Yeah, so my bad. Anyway, so yeah, he goes over to the rave, and Pooh's attacking there and whatnot. My bad. My throat is extremely dry right now, and I don't have any drinks with me. This is why I need a mini fridge up in my office. But yeah,
this is why you need a Pepsi.
okay.
Somebody say web. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah.
Wait, did you say web? Sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So he goes over to the rave. Pooh ended up like scaring a bunch of people off, and killed like the bouncer, I think it was. And then
it was the bouncer.
And then a bunch of people like ran off. Friend from the rave called Christopher Robin and was like, "Oh my god, you're right. This crazy maniac looking bear thing is attacking me." And it was like, "Yeah, I know, I know." And so yeah, basically then I'm trying to think. Then Pooh's chasing them. They get into like this elevator thing, and then that's when they go up to the elevator, and then it's Tigger, T-I-double-G-R. Yeah. I could make a very racist comment, but I don't want to because I'm gonna get canceled. Anyway, I'm tired. I shouldn't be saying this stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Basically then, Tigger is there and kills a bunch of people, and then Christopher Robin comes in and he's like, what's up, fellas? I knew this is all happening. And he's like, oh shit, all my friends died.
Yeah.
And he just like walks off. Yeah, he walks off. Yeah, womp womp. Did you just say womp womp because a little girl got put into a cage? Did you just say womp womp because all my friends died? Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Anyway, so yeah, a bunch of the friends get killed, right? And so then Christopher Robin's walking around, and then out comes Tigger, Yep. So Tigger comes in and he's fighting Christopher Robin, and then Christopher Robin has the gun that the dude that shot himself with, and so he shoots Tigger. And for some reason, there was only 4 bullets in the.
I think it was 4.
Yeah, I think there was only 4 bullets in the
yeah,
mag, which makes no sense because it was a Glock. But okay.
No, but actually, I think I don't know about guns, by the way, but I believe it's like 6. So you had 5 left, probably.
He used one on the way because he was like, "Oh, owl, bang!" and then
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Oh, owl.
that's in the extended cut.
Yeah. Also, whatever happens to Owl? I want to know because
I think they just forgot to put him in more of the movie.
Yeah.
Well, because like he was chasing Friend Girl through the woods.
Yeah.
And so
I
like
just forgot about
like,
owl.
right before the end of the movie, like I'm not gonna say what happens in that part. I was like, oh, Owl's gonna show up, and it's gonna be like, we're not done yet. But nope. Then the credits started, and I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like I don't really understand what was going on.
But same with Tigger, because I think Tigger's fine.
Yeah, well, yeah. So he shoots. Christopher Robin shot Tigger, and then, yeah, he shot Tigger. Tigger just like walks off, and then I don't remember exactly what happens. Like right up. It was like Christopher Robin was like trying to help the friend, and then Tigger killed the friend, like slit her throat or something like that. And then
because like the friend just like dropped.
Yeah, which she somehow survived that. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because then didn't he like get Pooh down, and then like or not Pooh, he got like Chris down, and then I think Chris shot him, and then like the girl grabbed Tigger's leg, and then he slapped her and finished her off.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Yeah. Yeah. So then after that, Christopher Robin, like, just like he's mourning this chick that just died, right? And then he goes out and he drives off into the woods where girlfriend's at, and she's getting attacked by Pooh. So then this is like she's getting attacked, and that's when the fire chainsaw happens, right?
Yeah,
which was so cool.
It was so cool. He just like lights it with like lighter fluid or whatnot, and then somehow the fire doesn't like go into.
Puts it in a car.
Yeah,
puts it in the hood of a car and it's on fire. And I was like, that's not how that works, but that's cool.
Right. The thing I don't understand is that the chain like loops through the saw, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't come back and then light the saw, which runs on gas, on fire, and just like explode in his hand. No, it just
you're not supposed to think about it. Yeah, it's just like chainsaw on fire. Cool scene.
Yeah, it's so it is sick though. It is sick. Yeah. Whatever. Anyway,
don't think, just enjoy product and then get excited for next product.
Get excited for Bambi, man.
Who said that? Who said that quote again? I don't remember.
I don't know.
It was like enjoy product and then get excited for next product. Exactly. Yeah.
I just say that every time Ezekiel shows up in Madam Web because I'm like, this guy just is not even here right now. But
he's just like off on another planet and just like.
He sent his dialogue in after they shot.
Yeah, and give me some like ADR lines or something like that while I'm just like jibber jabbering.
Did you say web? Like that's exactly what it is.
No, they're teenagers now, but in the future they have powers. I can't let them destroy me.
And his mouth, like sometimes it doesn't even move. Mm-hmm. Like
it's a good thing you had no idea today was the day you were going to die.
This is like freaking up there with like that movie's like up there with freaking like Batman and Robin and shit. Actually,
me and Noah talked about it earlier. We're gonna do a Madam Web roast along.
Yes. Yes.
It's gonna be a good time. Toby said he was gonna defend the movie though. So I wasn't the only one.
I'm pretty sure Toby would love your poster of Madam Web.
Two posters?
Not just one. The 2 posters for Madam Web.
And Morbius.
For each pillow, 1 poster, so when you Toby's sleeping.
Wait, there it is. All I dropped the Ezekiel Sims body pillow so I can reenact the scenes real time.
No.
I asked my mom if I could get a cardboard cutout of Ezekiel Sims and Cassie so I could do the scenes as like a
Oh.
dumb skit for YouTube. Like every day I just recreate a scene with my voiceover.
Could I get one of Sydney Sweeney, but for like not the same reason?
Oh,
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
okay, we should probably get back on topic.
Yeah.
Because
probably,
someone in a red Mario shirt likes talking about Madam Web all the time, and it's really annoying.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, it's webbing time, boys.
It's always wedding time.
So yeah, Hunter's talking about Shroud's supposed to be premiering at Cannes Film Festival. But we won't know until rumored to be premiering there, but we won't know until April 11th. Okay.
Isn't Furiosa premiering there as well?
It might. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think they said it was, but I'm not too sure.
if Shroud ends up debuting at Cannes, they would. Yeah, early fall. Yeah. I have one question. Is that a Digimon poster you have a?
Where at?
Wait. Is that a Digimon poster you have? Like the Madam Web, and I can see one.
Oh, that's you know that. Have you heard of the game like Super Lucky's Tale?
No. Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's some weird Fox platform. I don't know. It's Gavin's, but it's here. We also
It's a fun game.
While
It
we're
came with my
talking,
physical
we got
copy of the
Baby
game.
Yoda, Thor:
Oh,
Love
shit.
and Thunder.
Whoa.
We got Minions. And a map of Among Us.
Yeah.
Oh, no way!
Because who doesn't need that? We got Transformers.
Hell yeah.
Scream 6. A lot of these were given out at the movie theater for free, and then we got the Ninja Turtles curtains.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Room tour time for me as well.
Might as well.
we
We're in the finale of the movie
got-
anyway, so we just might as well.
Yeah, we got the door, we got the movie shelf 1, we got a bunch of posters, and then we got the mess down there. The mess. We got more posters, more shelves, my TV, my curtains, and then we got Patrick laying down on my bed. And
Bro, your
then-
room is actually big, huh?
Justice for Patrick.
It's not big. Justice for Patrick. You know what? Patrick, get on the stream, buddy.
Is he still swagged out from last night or no?
No, but I can re-swag him.
You got to re-swag him up.
All right. Where's my headband
Yo,
at?
Like until now, I think I just wait. Do I still have it? Oh yeah.
My headband's downstairs. but I
Honestly,
got
like you guys are so lucky because the premieres in Canada are so lame. Sometimes like they just invite you and that's it. There's only 2 movies so far. I've received something in the premiere, and that's what my one great movie, man. Migration.
That was a good movie.
Oh, that's cool.
They gave me so many. Well, they gave me. I had to really ask them because they didn't want to give me anything. These are like tattoos.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, ours were just kind of like they have counters there in our theater. We have a cinema carousel, so like there's also like a Dune poster that Gavin picked up, and then a couple days ago, he got a poster for Godzilla and Kong too.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I also got like these things to draw,
Oh, that's fun.
and and I think 2, and a poster.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
Patrick's back. Yo.
Yo, Patrick is back.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Patrick more like swag trick. I don't know.
Swag trick.
Electric, yo. Okay, so finishing up the movie, the fire chainsaw, and then Christopher Robin comes up and he's like, "Hey, Pooh, mess with someone your own size." Or something like that.
No, he doesn't even know that. He goes, "Hey, Winnie." Like,
Hey, Billy.
I thought he said, "Hey, Billy."
Yeah, he said, "Hey, Billy."
maybe. I don't know.
Mhm.
Possibly.
Yeah. So yeah, he's like, hey, Billy, and he's like, mess with someone your own size or something like that. I don't know. Oh my god, I'm choking up.
Mike's dying here. Someone finish the movie.
Yeah. So then he like does one of those like things like in like Avengers Endgame or whatever, where he, like Cap like steps on his shield and it just like comes up to his hand. It's like he like kicks down on the ground and there's an axe that like flies up into his hand, and then Pooh's like, "Oh bother," and then
Which I loved the fact that he said, "Oh bother" in this movie.
That was so funny. Yeah, this is the only line in the movie is just "Oh bother," and it's just like, yes,
As it should be with this.
And also, yes, Hunter brings up Owl's wicked laugh was original
Yes.
and so damn entertaining. What
Yes.
the hell happened to Owl? He just
He actually
disappeared.
just vanished.
Yeah, he probably just like went and migrated.
Oh yeah, guys. I don't know if I can
Down south.
properly show this, but since you're talking about this whole cinematic universe of Pooh movies, I may as well show. I have no idea if I posted this on my socials yet, but I like making my custom
I think you posted
logos.
it on Twitter, but
I don't know if I can't remember or not, but I made a logo for Pinocchio Unstrung.
oh no, you didn't post that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
That's dope. I haven't
Well,
even
I'm
seen that
working
yet.
Yeah, I got that one out. I did one for Fear Street, and then I did one just now for a couple hours ago. I did one for Pooniverse. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
You know what happened? You know what happened to Owl?
What?
No more budget. That's why they had to cut him, man. No more budget.
probably.
The bank account ran out.
No more budget,
Dried
man.
up. Yeah,
Too
it just ran-
expensive.
it dried out. Yeah.
Because you really feel they cut him, like out of nowhere. There's a cut of him because I don't know.
Yeah.
It kind of felt weird how.
I wonder if the film is longer and they cut some stuff because they said they
No.
cut like 6 or 7 kill scenes.
Yes, I was about to say yes. They cut out so many, like a ton of death scenes, and it was like, well, we were trying to go for the unrated, and then we're gonna actually do the unrated cut.
Also,
Yeah,
I
on
do
the
want to
Blu-ray
say
they
like
said,
about
so.
them saying that stuff like before the movie started. It kind of dampened a little bit of the tension with like if he was gonna we know he wasn't gonna fully stop Winnie because of Pooniverse happening, but like they were like before the movie started, hey, we're making a third one, so there you go.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, I mean, it was kind of weird though, because like Pooh did kind of die, and then we're like, okay, yeah, that problem solved. But wait, isn't there a Pooniverse? But like,
Right.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, whatever. And then yeah. So
And then the final scene, we have actually Owl.
Yeah, he does come back
he does
briefly.
briefly.
Like
Oh,
his shadow, I think. I don't think they don't like fully show him, but
I thought that
Was
was
that him or was that Tigger? I couldn't tell actually.
Yeah, I couldn't. I thought that was Tigger because I thought they had like
Oh,
his tail
Owl.
wiggling around or whatever, and they were like, oh, the honey is the source of.
Oh, yeah.
our
I'm pretty
regeneration.
sure it was Tigger talking about it because like then we saw like that they've just propped Pooh and Piglet up on their respective
Mhm.
chairs.
Yeah, and then you
Mhm.
saw Piglet like revitalizing his head and whatnot, and then you saw Pooh as well. It was like his head like getting back into normal shape.
Yeah.
And
then they just called him small brained, like, bro, he's dead already. You don't need to insult him.
Yeah, there was some salt in Piglet.
yeah.
Disrespect.
Actually, hold on real quick. Let me just flip the glasses around. Patrick, you can get the aviators, my boy.
Yeah.
Brainiac #1 right here. Let's see
Oh,
what
yeah.
this is. I can't fucking see shit. No. I can't fucking see with those things. Never mind. Patrick, you get them. So I thought Hunter said something about John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Yeah. Okay, so hold on. So yeah, when do you think we will get another Bambi Reckoning trailer with a release date?
Well, we had
I'm
one
asking
already.
because I've hearsay that Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare is supposed to fly this October. You don't know.
I could see like a late summer, early fall release for Bambi, and maybe a winter release for for Peter Pan could make sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my guess.
Yeah.
When did they say that Pooniverse was coming out? I think they said like a year from now or something like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, like
2025 sometime.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they
But
said
like this year,
February
we're supposed to
2025.
have Winnie the Pooh 2, Bambi, Peter Pan, and there's another one. Like we have
Pinocchio.
4.
Yeah.
And there's a
Pinocchio, and
couple
then
that they
there's
haven't
Pooniverse.
announced yet too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That
Pinocchio.
they said were still coming.
Mhm.
So my guess is that like they're gonna put Pooniverse towards like the end or maybe mid of 2025, so that way they can actually make the release dates for the stuff they're still doing.
Yeah. So yeah, that is basically the entire movie right there. I don't know if there was anything that we really missed, but I don't.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty much
Christopher
it.
Robin finds his sister. And him, his sister, and friend girl get into a car. Happy ending. Credits start. Yeah.
And then
I feel bad though. I
Figure.
don't know the friend girl's name. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
I don't remember.
But she was like, I was glad they didn't kill her. I was kind of rooting, like, no, don't kill her. Like, she's really nice.
Yeah. Because this movie actually had likable characters in it. Another improvement.
Yeah.
But we forget. Okay, so that's why
Lexi.
Lexi.
Okay.
Right.
There we go. But you see, like, that's why I kind of felt like the movie kind of started to be weird after the reveal, because remember, like, there was this friend of Christopher and Lexi who, like, after, like, he gets killed by Owl after his shower, and it was just out of nowhere. It was so random. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh yeah,
because then he spilled like the acid on the guy.
That's when he spit the acid. I'm just like, but why this guy, like, out of nowhere? Like
I think they
like,
just put that in to like put a kill in before they did more character stuff.
Yeah.
And also, it was so funny to see, like, I think it was Al and Winnie, like, they're literally looking next street the rave, and I'm like wait, they're just chilling like that, like normal people.
Yeah. Also, another kill we forgot. It was the hunter and his kid. The kid was like,
and they just like cut the dad up and threw him in the river, and then we never hear from the kid again.
Yeah.
Yo, Al was actually menacing. Like, he's kind of underrated, low key, man. Like,
actually,
yes, I agree.
Owl.
All right, so yeah, that's basically the entire movie in a nutshell right there. I mean, in a nutshell, that lasted an hour and 21 minutes. Meg 2 was so terrible, I couldn't even measure up to Patrick Starr's rendition of John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. And that's saying something. I wouldn't let my dog watch that garbage.
Guys, I just realized our entire like recap and spoiler review of Winnie the Pooh 2 is like the runtime of the first movie.
That is true. Actually,
and the people are definitely going to rather watch this because we're way more entertaining, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, at least more entertaining than the first movie.
Yes.
They said they had 20 kills cut, but should be on the DVD. Okay, yeah.
I thought they said like 6 or 7 kills that they had cut from it.
Yeah,
at least from the rave scene they cut.
Point is, there's a lot of them. I cannot wait to own the movie and watch it again.
Same. Yeah. I want to watch it again, man.
Actually,
right, final thoughts.
That should be a fun watch along. That would be a fun one to do.
For sure.
I would be down.
All right, so Gavin, final thoughts on this movie.
You know, I am still genuinely surprised how much I didn't hate it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, of course, it's not perfect. It has a lot of issues. But I think if you go in just wanting a simple, fun, cheesy, like, B-movies, classic 80s slasher, I think you're going to get what you want with it. You know what I mean? And for that, you know, I would recommend you guys, when it comes out, maybe if they extend the theatrical release or when it comes out on TV, I would recommend you guys at least give it a shot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Jason, what did you think, man?
So for me, final thoughts. Honestly, like I said, it's a very enjoyable movie. A bigger step than the first one, and I think if they want to create this universe that we're low-key and out of nowhere, to be honest, getting excited for it, which is a very good sign. This is the way. You know, this is the way to do it. Like, improve with each installment you're gonna do. So yeah, like, this honestly intrigues me more for this twisted the TCU. It kind of intrigues me more. The only thing I will say is I'm a bit skeptical of having 4 movies in the same year. That's the only thing. I hope it's not gonna hurt the quality, because like this one has story quality. It has some makeup quality. You know, like, it's not, of course, it's not Oscar worthy, but it's a huge improvement. And
yes,
that's why I'm like, whoa, like, that's actually really nice. You know, and yeah. So
yeah,
that's why
I hope they don't fatigue us out with giving us too much of this universe
exactly. Yeah,
in such a short amount of time.
Exactly. That's also one thing I'm a bit worried. You know, like, I don't want to be tired of this already, because right now I'm good. I'm not saying I need more. Like, if they give me Pooh 3, Poohniverse, I'll be down, you know. But yeah, that's the thing. I hope Bambi or Peter Pan, whatever, they're not gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, there's only so long we can go with killer versions of childhood characters. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I definitely think people should. If you didn't like the first one, give it a try. You know, if you like slasher movies, especially, give it a try. I think you will still find something interesting about this movie, and I don't think it will be I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be. It can be worse than the first one. So that's what I can tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
Yeah.
All right, so what did you think then, Cam?
So like having like I had the when we first saw it, I had like the same review as Gap for it, like a 3 out of 5. But having like sat down and like talked with more people about the movie and like gone through it like beat by beat, I actually think I like the movie more than I initially did. Because like it's truly it has everything I like want from a slasher movie. It has cool killers, it has awesome kills, it has characters that we can actually root for, and yeah, and that's like pretty much all I want from and it's fun, which is like just a bonus. And so yeah, I think that this movie is a really good time. I think if you hated the first one, you'll really like this one. And if somehow you ended up being an enjoyer of the first movie, then you will absolutely love this one. And yeah, so I think I'd actually like land this movie at like an 8 out of 10, which was like really high. But yeah,
That is fair.
I'm pretty excited for the cinematic universe goes. I hope they don't burn us out with it. But I will for sure be there day if I'm there day one for any of them. It's going to be Poohniverse. So yeah. What about you, Mike?
Yeah. All right, so I mean, I stick by my 3 out of 5, like 6 out of 10 review, because I mean, technically speaking, it's not like a great movie. Like, you know, the audio isn't very clear with what they say in some bits, like how Jason said, like the dude with the Irish accent and whatnot, like stuff like that. You can barely understand what they're saying. But you know, and also like just technically speaking, some of the CGI just looks like garbage. Especially like Tigger's tail and whatnot, and Owl. Like when he's flying and whatnot, it looks freaking terrible, and some of the lighting is god awful. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, the movie itself is just like a ton of fun to just like sit down and just like throw on the background and whatnot. It's just like a slasher, and I
Yeah.
enjoy it. So yeah,
It was the craziest redemption arc.
Yeah. Did not expect this on my anime plot for the year, but
Yeah.
yeah, not on my bingo card at all. I would expect Monsters Assemble for a late summer/fall 2025 release, pending the release dates for Peter Pan, Bambi, and Pinocchio. If that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
But they also like it's not just those movies. They also said that they had a couple unannounced that were slated for before Monsters Assemble. So we're getting like probably my guess would be like 3 or 4 more movies in between. Probably in total like 7 more movies in between Winnie the Pooh 2 and Poohniverse.
Wow,
I
that's a lot.
mean, I don't know about that many, but like I'd see.
I
I
heard
Bambi, Peter Pan.
I heard he would love Hercules.
That would be
That'd be
really
kinda
cool.
I know they said something about doing like Sleeping Beauty in
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty, Hercules.
I think
He also said he
someone, I
would
don't
love
think it's connected to the Twisted Childhood like universe, but someone's making like an evil version of Thor, but like focused on a lot of the Greek god aspects of it, which
That
would be
pretty-
sick.
Yeah, that would be pretty neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys as always for hopping on here. This is
Oh yeah, thanks for having
fun.
us. This was a
Thanks
ton
for
of
having
fun.
us, man.
yeah, I mean this is a really fun time having you guys on here. So and I know Hunter asked
Yeah, thank you so much for Hunter.
Yeah, I know Hunter. Yeah, he was chatting in here the whole time, but we had Maximiliano, Griffin was in here for a second, Toby, Jared, Josh, and
Sleeping right now,
Mason.
Toby.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for hopping in here as always. You guys are awesome. And then also thank you for the panel for joining in. And yeah, so I guess we already kind of introduced all of us. So yeah. Any future videos coming to you guys' channel? Gavin, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how much I can share yet, but I am currently working on a new show for my channel that's going to I don't know how much I'm willing to share yet,
Mhm.
but it's going to hopefully involve a lot of you guys. I'm going to start, reaching out for some collaborative efforts, but right now I'm planning YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcast release
Oh, nice.
in May is my plan. So hoping to get this running, but yeah, I'll just say that there's something coming soon, something big for the channel soon. So can't wait to get that started.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. All right, what about you, Jason? I know you said something about
Inuyasha.
yeah,
Yeah.
Inuyasha. Yeah, Inuyasha.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so yeah. So next week. Well, right now I actually have my Kong versus no, sorry, Godzilla X Kong. I watched it today. So I was editing my short. So probably I'm gonna put it maybe after the stream or probably tomorrow because I'm a bit tired, to be honest. But yeah, so expect a Godzilla X Kong quick thoughts about it. I don't know if I'm gonna do like I don't know, a 5 minutes video where I kind of elaborate a little bit more. I don't know because I'm getting my time is kind of limited so lately. But I've been working on 2 anime videos that are coming probably. Actually, I don't know. Okay, so next week for sure you have Inuyasha. I think probably Tuesday. Inuyasha, my opening rankings. Inuyasha and Yashahime, which is the follow up of Inuyasha. And attached to that, there's gonna be a surprise at the end. So stay tuned for that because yeah, I'm gonna share that later on. But yeah, it's a concept I used to do. Yeah, my first video I did this and actually went pretty well. So anyway, I don't want to spoil it too much, but there's a video attached to that video. So yeah, and also I watched Immaculate, so I'm actually planning to do a small review for Immaculate, and hopefully can put it next week as well.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, then Cam, I know you have a pretty big announcement on your end.
Ooh.
Yeah, huge
Yeah.
announcement. I'm as I said before when we were asked about like our channels and stuff. I'm a big comic book geek. Love superheroes. It actually starts filming. It's planned to start filming next week. I'm very excited. I am writing, directing, and starring in a fan film of The Punisher titled "The Punisher: First Blood." I'm going to dive into like a little plot synopsis for what I have because I haven't actually shared much about that yet, besides on some social media stuff. But takes place, if you don't know the Punisher's backstory, failed hit was placed on him and it ended up killing his family. And so shortly after that event, Punisher goes around and finds the man who did it, and he tries to get revenge. Very excited for it. And there will be lots of updates coming very soon. Very excited, and I even have some premiere ideas for when it's all done and ready to be shared that I'm gonna start sharing around soon. So big things happening for me.
Cannot wait to see that, dude. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Appreciate it.
In terms of me, I know I've been meaning to film a video for the Kung Fu Panda movies, do like a short ranking of it. Probably a Ghostbusters ranking in there too, and then now a MonsterVerse ranking since Godzilla X Kong's out. But yeah, that's basically it for all of us here. Thank you guys again for hopping on here.
Thanks for having us.
Great time.
Yeah.
Of course, talking about Pooh because one more time, Cam.
I was just gonna grab it.
It's Pooh time.
Time.
Yeah, because yeah, it's always Pooh time over here. Oh, and we forgot Patrick.
Oh yeah, Patrick had to join us too.
Yeah,
Swag trick.
a little outro here.
Chilling.
Oh, whoever's the owner of the white sedan, you left your lights on. All right. Yep. Yeah. All right. So, see you guys next time, and adios from Patrick as well.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Take care,
Later,
everyone.
fellers.